After months of a shaky ceasefire, the world is pushing Gaza's fragile peace process into a new, ambitious phase. This phase 2 follows the October 2025 ceasefire and marks President Trump's most significant diplomatic effort of his second term. The goal moved beyond halting violence to rebuilding Gaza's future, underpinned by a UN Security Council resolution that authorizes Trump's 20-point peace plan. The plan creates new governing bodies for Gaza and deploys an international force to maintain security. For Gazans, it's a glimmer of hope, tempered by deep mistrust and unanswered questions. Winter storms and a worsening humanitarian crisis add urgency, as leaders scramble to deliver aid and begin reconstruction. The ceasefire is fragile, with ongoing violence threatening to unravel progress. Phase 2 is a race against time, replacing Israeli military control with an international presence and new Palestinian leadership, aiming to build lasting peace, or risk a return to chaos. The central question: who will govern Gaza? The peace plan proposes a three-tiered structure: international overseers, an executive board, and a Palestinian technocratic government sidelining Hamas and Fatah. At the top, the Board of Peace, chaired by President Trump, includes leaders from key Western and Arab nations. Day-to-day management falls to an international executive board, featuring figures like Tony Blair and Trump advisors, overseeing reconstruction and finances. The the new Palestinian technocratic government, apolitical experts vetted to ensure neutrality, tasked with restoring services and rebuilding trust. But skepticism runs deep. Many Palestinians fear foreign control and question whether this model can deliver real improvements or legitimacy. Security is paramount for any new government. The UN-authorized International Stabilization Force, ISF, will replace Israeli troops, maintain order, and ensure safe aid delivery. The ISF's mission: peacekeeping, training a new Palestinian police force, and securing humanitarian corridors. Troops from countries like Indonesia, Turkey, and Egypt are key for local acceptance. But the ISF faces risks. Contributing nations want to avoid combat, and any clash with militants could jeopardize the mission. Israel doubts the ISF can prevent Hamas from rearming, so its withdrawal will be slow and conditional. The ISF must balance keeping peace and earning Israeli trust, a delicate high-stakes task. Three issues threaten the peace plan: Hamas disarmament, Israeli hostages, and security guarantees. The core dilemma: Israel won't leave Gaza unless Hamas disarms. Hamas won't disarm without a full Israeli withdrawal and political role. Mediators are negotiating phased disarmament, but for Hamas, giving up weapons means surrendering power. The hostage issue remains raw. Israel demands all captives returned before moving forward, while Hamas seeks concessions. Israel fears militants will regroup if the IDF withdraws, doubting the ISF's ability to prevent it. Netanyahu and Trump are set to meet, but ironclad security guarantees may be impossible. Each issue is tied to the others, creating a deadlock that only bold compromise can break. Without it, the peace process risks collapse. While leaders negotiate, Gazans endure a winter of misery. Floods and freezing weather have turned displacement into catastrophe for hundreds of thousands. Aid agencies are overwhelmed. Gaza is divided by a military line, with movement tightly restricted. Israel has opened the Rafah crossing for aid and is building temporary housing, but only for those who pass strict security checks, a condition many reject. Most displaced people remain in overcrowded camps, facing shortages of water, medicine, and shelter. The humanitarian crisis fuels anger and desperation, pressuring mediators and casting doubt on the peace plan's relevance. For Gazans, survival, not politics, is the immediate concern. Gaza's fate is being decided in a global diplomatic contest. The U.S., under Trump, drives the plan, seeking regional stability and American leadership. Israel, led by Netanyahu, demands Hamas's total disarmament and opposes any move toward a Palestinian state, doubting international forces can guarantee security. Key Arab nations back the UN plan to end the crisis, but insist the ultimate goal must be Palestinian statehood. They balance cooperation with the US and Israel against their own credibility in the Arab world. Russia and China abstained from the UN vote, citing the plan's lack of a clear path to a two-state solution. This exposes a major fault line. Without addressing Palestinian statehood, many believe peace will be temporary. The world watches, knowing that without real political progress, the cycle of violence may soon return.